Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I am doing a review for you guys. I am reviewing the Ordinary Full Coverage Foundation. I'm so excited to show you guys this foundation. I've never used it before. It is £5, £5.99, so like I'm so amped to see how good it is. I'm all about cheap makeup. Let's get straight into it. So I ordered the Ordinary foundation from beautyway.com. It is £5.95 and it comes in, I think it is 22 shades. So it's quite a decent shade range. Yeah, have a look on the website so I can actually... So, I mean, the shade range is decent as usual. There's a lot of, you know, light shades, you know, and medium shades. There's only, I would say, 4 dark shades, which isn't great, but then again it is £5.99. What can you expect? I bought 2 foundations which I'm gonna swatch on my chest in a second. This is the packaging that it comes in. It just comes in like a simple black box. It has all the information on it. So on the packaging it says coverage foundation, high coverage formula. It says the shade, so I got 3.2N and then I also got 3.2R. So this one is meant to be a deep neutral, and then 3.2R is meant to be deep red undertones. So I ordered 3.2N first, but when I got it, it looked a bit on the light side, so I thought I'd also order 3.2R just to see if it works. Maybe if I blend the both of them together. I feel like I have quite a neutral undertone. I don't have a red undertone at all. So we'll see how it goes. So this is what they look like when you take them out of the box. It comes with a pump, which is great. It doesn't have a lid. It's just pretty simple packaging. Doesn't feel like anything classy. You know, it's just simple packaging, and yeah. So I'm about to swatch the 2 shades on my chest, but I'm gonna start with 3.2N here. So that is neutral. So I'll just bring it down so you can see. Neutral. See, it's a bit light, and they don't have a higher number. No, they do have 3.3, but 3.3 is extremely dark, which I feel like is not my shade. Like there's a massive jump from 3.2 to 3.3. The red undertone one, maybe use this fingertips. That one I use on the other side. So these are the 2 shades that I have. I think I'm gonna go for this one, just because this one is just like way too light for me. That's what we're gonna go with. I'm going to prime my face and I'm gonna do my eyebrows, and then we will go straight in to applying the foundation. So I have done my eyebrows, I've put on my primer, and now I'm ready to put this foundation on. I'm going to apply the foundation with a beauty blender. Again, I'm using 3.2R. So I'm gonna start with applying it on the back of my hand. I'm going to actually use a foundation brush to rub it all over. My shade, low-key. I don't know, I feel like it's a bit, I don't know, a bit I feel like it's a bit red for me. I don't know, the shade doesn't look too bad. I do feel like it's a bit red. The foundation does feel really light when you like first apply it on. It's like got a really thin consistency in quality. Now this shade is not my shade. Like, I look weird. I don't know. This is definitely not my shade. At first I was thinking maybe you can make a bit, but this is just not my shade. It's too, like, the undertone is just not where it's at. It's not my shade. Not one bit. So I'm not really digging the shade. I feel like it's a bit too fiery. It's got like it is red undertoned, and it's not really looking too good on the skin because I don't have a red undertone. My undertone, I believe, is neutral, so we'll see how it goes. I mean, once I do the rest of my makeup, it will probably look a lot better, but in terms of the shade, I would say that they definitely need to just expand their shade range, especially in terms of like the dark and deep shades. They really need to, you know, expand their range because they've only really got 4 shades and it's not really doing much, because really and truly I only had though like 3.2N and 3.2R to choose from for myself personally, and you know, 3.2N way too light, and then 3.2R just, you know, it's too red. So like, I really do feel like if this shade was in a neutral, not even if this shade was in a neutral, because they do have this shade in a neutral because I have the neutral. If 3.2N was this shade in darkness but was neutral, it would be perfect for me. But the neutral shade that they have for 3.2, which I swatched on my chest, is just way too light. Like, I can't understand how it can be the same shade with a different undertone if neutral is like lighter than, I don't know. But yeah, so this is what we're working with. It does feel good on the skin. It feels really, really lightweight. Like, I don't even feel like I'm wearing much product on my face. It's not sticky or anything. It's starting to oxidize and it doesn't look as crazy, but it's just looks a bit weird. I feel like once I put on the rest of my makeup, maybe it will balance out. It will look a lot better. Yeah, and I only put on 1 layer and it has covered up, you know, blemishes and stuff like that quite well. But I would say it's a medium coverage. I feel like if you wanted to go for a real full coverage, you'd probably have to put on 1 more coat, but I'm not going to do that because it's just way too hot. And to be fair, I don't really go for the full coverage look anyway. Even if I'm wearing a full foundation, I might just wear like 1 coat. Like, I don't go ham. And yeah, so as long as I have a good medium coverage, I'm good with that. You know, I'm good with that. But yeah, it's a dewy finish. Okay, I'm gonna stop waffling. I'm going to finish the rest of my makeup just to kind of see what it looks like once everything is just all set in, once I put on the concealer and everything, and hopefully it looks a lot, you know, better than I feel like it looks right now. So I'm about to get back to when the rest of my makeup is done. So I have just finished doing the rest of my makeup. This is the finished look, what the foundation looks like with like the rest of my makeup on. I feel like it does look a lot better now that I've put on the rest of my makeup in terms of like the shade, but I don't know, like I put setting powder on and I put my like mineralizing powder by MAC, and my face is still like extremely dewy. I'm not actually mad at, to be fair, like it doesn't look bad. I feel like it is kind of like the summer feel, but for some reason in this region especially, like I know like I have put highlight there, but even before I did put the highlight on, I did notice it. So I'm just zooming in so you can see. I feel like the makeup has come off in this area because like I legit feel like I can pretty much see my skin. I don't know, what do you guys think? It looks a bit oily in this part of my face, and I have combination skin. I don't really have oily skin. I only really get oily in my T-zones, like here, but never like here. But it just kind of looks kind of oily, and I'm not really digging it too much. But this is what the finished look looks like anyway. I'm gonna do the wear test, so I'm gonna wear this till the end of the day. So what's the time now? Oh, my phone. So it is now 4:45 right now. My cracked screen, can't really see, but it's 4:45 right now. I'll probably get back to you guys at the end of the day. I am going to a barbecue, so I'll be outside and stuff like that, so my skin's really gonna like lap up the sun. So this is gonna be like a proper test, because if you live in London right now, you know it's like super hot. Let me even see how it is. Like, it's 29 degrees right now in London, and it is just really like hot and humid outside. So if this foundation passes this wear test, then I'm telling you, you have to go get you some. But right now I'm not so convinced, just because of the way that it kind of looks on me now. Obviously I'm indoors, but it's still quite hot, so I do feel quite warm and stuff. So I'm thinking just the makeup already melting off. I don't know, but we'll see how it goes by the end of the day. So this is what I look like now, and I will catch up with you guys a bit later at the end of the day. So I'm back. The wear test is complete. It is now 10:56, so it's almost 11 p.m. I've been wearing the foundation for about, I think, almost 7 hours. I can't actually remember what time I checked in. I think it was like 4, around 4. No, it was almost 5 when I left you guys, so it's been about 7 hours. Yeah, the foundation does look okay on camera, but in real life I feel like, just get my girl. To be fair, it hasn't done quite that bad. Let's just zoom in so you can like properly see. So, as you can see, my face is a little bit oily. I haven't blotted, anything like that. I was wearing my glasses as well, so this area is probably a bit oily as well. But yeah, my forehead is quite oily and stuff, so I'm gonna blot like now on camera so you guys can like see what it looks like after I've like removed kind of like the oils and stuff. Now that I've blotted, you can see a bit better. The foundation has actually held up quite well. It still looks really good. I haven't worn it for a full 24 hours, but I have worn it for quite a substantial amount of time for you to be able to see how it kind of looks. Yeah, so it does look good. Like the problem areas that I have with foundations is usually my upper lip area. So like my upper lip area and like around my mouth, that's usually like my problem area, and also sometimes underneath my eye and when I wear my glasses right here on the sides of my nose. So that's like my problem area. Like if I'm wearing a foundation that's not very good, then that's the area that usually has the most problems. So the makeup usually fades there the most, or like gets oily and, you know, starts coming off type thing. And like even like here as well is another problem area for me where my makeup kind of lifts. Now that the wear test is complete, I can give you guys my full opinion. You guys can pretty much make your own assumptions about this foundation, but for £5.99 I feel like it's a pretty good foundation. Things about the foundation that I dislike, we'll start with that and then we'll talk about the positives. So I'm not very happy about the shade range. I feel like they could have made more darker shades, because people of a dark complexion are not all one tone. You know, we do have so many different shades of brown, just like there are so many shades of light and so many shades of medium. There's also so many shades of dark and deep skin tones, and I feel like The Ordinary just could have done more to cater to those skin tones, because I found it hard to find my shade, which wasn't great, and I'm sure that there's other people out there who are also struggling to find their shade. So I feel like that's something that they could improve on, get more shades out there, then more people will want to wear it. And I don't think that it is a bad foundation actually, and it is very reasonably priced. So, you know, if they did have more shades, it would just make so much more sense. Another negative, not necessarily a negative, but it's not necessarily a bad thing, but I just feel like the foundation wasn't full coverage, even though it says that it's full coverage. I just feel like it was more of like a natural coverage, medium, light to medium coverage. I feel like when I put on the foundation initially, it didn't really cover my blemishes as well as I feel like a full coverage foundation would. So that's the only thing. I don't really feel like that's a major thing, but if you did want it to be more of a full coverage look, then maybe pack on more layers of foundation, because I only put on one layer because it's so hot. Like, I don't really want to be wearing layers and layers of foundation, so I just put on one layer. So yeah, apart from that, I do like the foundation. It's cheap, so to be fair, like, there's not much I can complain about. It felt nice on the skin when I applied it. It was thin and it was light, which was really, really nice, especially because it is hot and it's summer, so it's nice to have a lightweight foundation. And even once you had blended it into your skin, it didn't feel cakey or anything like that, which I liked. What else can I say? It has lasted very well. In terms of transfer, I mean, there is a little bit of transfer, but when I wipe my finger against my face and just look in the mirror, it's not necessarily taking my makeup off with my finger, which I've had an issue with some other foundations which I've tried, where I've literally wiped my face and the foundation's come off. So that's good. So overall, I would say that this foundation has got my approval. I would definitely recommend getting it. It's only $5.95, so if you can get your shade, then I wouldn't hesitate to buy it. So thank you for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed watching my wear test. If you have any questions about this foundation, let me know in the comments down below. And if you've tried it and have an opinion, then also let me know in the comments down below. I want to know what you guys think as well. And yeah, please comment, like and subscribe, and I hope to see you in my next video. Bye.